Aquarius. My name is Olivia and this is my channel OJC Astrology. And this is going to be for Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Ascendant. So this is if you have Aquarius in your first house. I want to mention two things. First is that you may resonate with the sign before or after if your Ascendant is very early in degrees or very late in the degrees. So if I say the fourth house is this and I see your fourth house is not that, you may want to check the sign before or after. And then the next thing I want to say is that personally, as an astrologer, I believe that the most important point in the chart is the ascendant because it maps out your houses. So it's not that you are your rising sign, it's that your rising sign creates your houses and you are your houses. You just express things through the first house. So therefore, if you're watching this right now, you're an Aquarius ascendant, this will mean that if Aquarius is your first house, that means your seventh house cusp, your DC is Leo. Your fourth house is Taurus, so your IC fourth house cusp is Taurus, and then your 10th house cusp, your MC, is Scorpio. So when I was thinking of naming these and what to call everybody, for you Aquarius, I feel like you guys are like the astronaut. You're kind of like the loner, but you're also the revolutionary. So the thing about Aquarius rising is being an Aquarius rising is like you have Saturn and Uranus in the first house. So Aquarius rising always has very, very strict traits. Like you guys are who you are and you're very, very unique, but you also hold yourself accountable to things. Like Aquarius risings have this weird streak, but at the same time, it makes sense. And at the same time, it's something that they are true to. So Aquarius risings are unique, but at the same time, it's like you're unique and original in a way to where you can build off that. And you guys end up becoming masters of your own uniqueness in a way. So when you're an Aquarius rising and Taurus is your fourth house, there could have been, growing up in your home life, there could have been a lot of possession. There could have been a lot of focus on material needs. You could have come from a space where everybody was a little controlling, or, you know, there was a feeling of that things needed to be up to par. And again, there's this feeling of like, but let me say one thing. Aquarius rising usually comes from a background where there was a family. There was some type of traditional values instilled in them. Usually your family either cooked a lot, or they were religious, or there was some type of structure and value system embedded in you as your fourth house is in Taurus. But the thing is that you take that and you apply the value, but the thing is that being an Aquarius rising, you still stand out. So a lot of the times these are the black sheeps in a way, because it's like you hold the same values as your upbringing, or like you hold values that you share with family members and close friends, but you still stand out in your own way. You still have parts of you that are unique and different, and you kind of are a black sheep in that way. Now with your seventh house being Leo, Aquarius rising ultimately wants people that will give them the attention they want. Aquarius sometimes feels like when they get attention, it's not for what they want. Like people will give you attention because of the things that make you different to them. Or like when people give you attention, it's because you believe something different, or it's some type of opposing nature, right? Or it's something rebellious. Like people will connect with you that way. So really what you want with Leo being your seventh house is you want someone to praise you for who you are. You want someone to give you attention for your uniqueness. You want someone to not compete with you. You know, they can be who they are and they can shine as they are, and then through them doing that, you get to shine. So you're really looking for people who are fun and who are open and who are creative. You're looking for people who don't want to be anyone but themselves, because in a way you know that you can only be yourself, so you're willing to accept people for who they are in a way. And Leo rising shares this too with seventh house Aquarius. Whereas Leo rising will compare themselves a lot, Aquarius rising is going to be more selective. You guys are going to judge people based on their hearts. You guys are going to want to connect with people based on their heart, not necessarily for what makes them who they are, but for how they make you feel. Aquarius rising is looking for people that make them feel good, that make them feel human, you know, that don't make them feel like they're just this astronaut alone in space. You're looking for people who show up and who care about you and see your heart. And they see your heart, and you know they see your heart because you know they have heart. So Aquarius rising is looking for people who got heart. Now, with the 10th house being Scorpio, a lot of the times Aquarius rising is, when it comes to gaining your status and when it comes to your work and when it comes to stuff like that, you're very much more reserved. Like, you guys are definitely, how can I put this? You feel like certain things should be a certain way. Like, you guys are definitely a little bit more possessive in your work field because you feel like you should be making a certain amount of money. You feel like there should be people doing stuff for you. Like, you feel that way because with Taurus being in the 4th house, you guys do have this rich self-esteem in a way. You do on a soul level know what you're worth. Like, you know what you're worth. So with the 10th house being Scorpio, you really don't want to settle. Aquarius rising does not want to settle in a career. You guys really want racks. You know, like, you want what you desire. And a lot of the times you guys desire a certain status. You desire a certain type of income. You desire a career, a legacy. Like, this is something that you want. And the thing is that a lot of you guys are completely fine with moving silently. A lot of Aquarius risings move silently, and before you know it, they're making 6 figures and nobody even knows how. Nobody even knows why. And it's because you guys know how to, like, pull and channel from your inner self-worth and self-esteem and apply it. You know how to apply in a way to where you move the way you know you need to move. Like, you guys are, you can be not secret, not like secretive in the workspace, but it's like you're there for a purpose. You guys are doing shit because you desire it and you have your own intentions and your own motives and your own desires. So you guys are not gonna do something you don't want to do. You're not gonna want to do something if it doesn't really mean something to you. Like, it has to matter to you, and therefore you will really push yourself to achieve it because it means something to you. So Aquarius, this is why it is very revolutionary. This is why, because the 10th house is in Scorpio, and you are here to care about what you're doing. You are here to take an emotional stand in this world, and you are here to pursue the things you most desire. And in a way, it's like the things that you most desire are also in the same right the things you're most afraid of. So you're here to conquer your fears. Aquarius rising is here to conquer their fears so they're closer to their dreams. And the status that you want, the career that you want, that you will get closer to it the more you are willing to believe in your self-worth and face fears and face your ideas of doubt and things like that. So another thing I've been doing in this video is I've been talking about the 12th house and the 9th house. So with Scorpio being your 10th house, this makes Libra in your 9th. Yeah, this makes, let me see. Yeah, Aquarius rising. Libra is in the 9th. And then Capricorn is you guys' 12th house. So your 9th is Cardinal, your 12th is Cardinal, Libra, and Capricorn. So with Libra being in your 9th house, what you guys, and the reason I'm bringing up the 9th house is the 9th house represents Jupiter and Sagittarius, and it's kind of a house of where we evolve and we learn stuff. We kind of like awaken or we ascend. We have revelations in a way. It's like a lot of the times our 9th house is the sign that we can learn a lot from. So with Libra being you guys' 9th house, you guys have to learn from other people. This is a huge thing for you all because you guys really feel like you can teach yourself everything. Aquarius risings have these huge ass brains. You guys are like Jimmy Neutron. You guys see yourself as a person who has all the answers, as a person, if you don't know the answer, you're gonna find the answer. You guys are very intelligent and you're very secluded. You're very original and you're really not trying to be anybody but yourself. So you guys really feel like you can find the answers. You don't really want to ask for help. You don't even necessarily feel like you need help. And this is why, like, a lot of the times people don't reach 10th house status that they want because they skip over the lessons that they need to learn from the 9th house and from the people in the 9th house. So what you guys have to learn is from Libra, and you have to learn that sometimes you have to compromise. Sometimes you have to meet people halfway. Sometimes you have to learn from other people. Sometimes people have resources and information for you, and sometimes you go farther when you go somewhere with someone together rather than on your own. And I think that a lot of the times Aquarius is very, very protective over their uniqueness and over their, you know, their drives and their dreams. Like, you guys can be very, like, to yourself about that stuff. But the thing is that there are people who believe in you. Like 9th house Libra in a way, and even Leo. Leo is very much so, they admire others, right? So Aquarius thinks that they're just kind of all alone here and they got to figure it all out, and they have to be this unique original person and like create ripples in the universe, when it's like, what you don't realize is there's a lot of people around you that see your light. They see potential in you. They see you. They really believe in you. And with the 9th house Libra, there are people who want to work with you. There are people who want to show up for you and who believe in you. Like, and sometimes Aquarius, it's like, sometimes you guys struggle with believing in yourself, so you just believe in your mission, or you just believe in your uniqueness, your truth, but there's almost this feeling of, do you really believe in yourself? And this is where you can learn from other people. Like with Libra, you learn that there is somebody for you. There are people who are for you. And the thing is like, sometimes with the Leo in the 7th house, you guys think that everybody's trying to compete with you. But the thing is that a lot of the times the people you think are trying to compete with you are actually the people who are admiring you. And you guys have a lot of admirers, and you can learn so much, and you can get closer to your 10th house Scorpio when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and learn from others. Your relationships help and set you up for the success, because you guys want a success story that is intimate, that's earned. You know, you're willing to transform and go through certain experiences to reach the status you want. But a lot of the transformation that you need to go through to be ready for that status is Libra, 9th house. You have to be in intimate relationships. You have to actually experience with other people and learn from other people in order to get to that place that you're really wanting to go. Because that intimacy you seek with the world, you have to first learn it with yourself and with others. Then it transcends out into your legacy and into your status. Now, with the 12th house being Capricorn, you guys are very, very, you earn your spiritual nature. You are, with Capricorn in the 12th house, you guys build your spiritual nature throughout your life. And the thing is that you don't give up on yourself. Like Aquarius rising, because Capricorn is in the 12th house, you don't give up on yourself. You keep pushing, you keep praying, you keep seeking. Like Capricorn doesn't give up. So you guys strive spiritually. You guys are looking to have spiritual mastery. You want to feel like you are very protected here on this earth, and you are willing to do what it takes to feel that. So with Capricorn being in the 12th house, it's very important that Aquarius risings never ever doubt their power. You can never doubt your power, because you have the spirit of Saturn in your unconscious self. So you guys are very disciplined. These are the type of people that can be very unconsciously disciplined. Like, you guys are the type of people who can set certain goals for yourself and change a lot of things for yourself in order to align with the things you want to align with. Like, you guys are not afraid to do the spiritual work. You're not afraid to do the spiritual work. If in fact you're actually you want to do that. You want to feel like you are working on yourself. You want to feel like if there is blockages within you, you're working through them. Like, you guys are very motivated to unconsciously feel that success and feel relief. Like, that's important to you all, because you have such a powerful nature. And the thing is that you guys are very connected to reality. You're very connected to reality with Capricorn being in your 12th house. Like, your feet stay on the ground and your head stays in the stars. So the thing is that with Capricorn in the 12th house, this is about you not being afraid to get your hands dirty, get your knees dirty. It's not, you can't be afraid to throw yourself into shit. You can't be afraid to fail. Like Aquarius rising, so the 12th house is the spirit of the rising sign. So it's like basically the 12th house is what charges and powers the first house so that you can stand and be that personified. But it comes from Capricorn. So the duty, the pressure, the hard work, the diligence of your Capricorn 12th house, you have strong faith. You have strong senses. You get psychic information right to you. Like, you guys have a very strong spiritual nature, and this is what makes you the person you are. This is what makes you feel like there's so much. Like, a lot of the times Aquarius risings know that there is so they know how infinite the universe is. They know that there is so much possible. Like, Aquarius risings feel like there's so much possible. So you guys don't want to limit yourself. And the reason that you don't want to limit yourself is because Capricorn in the 12th house, you know how much you're capable of. You know how willing you are to get what you want, and you know that you will go get something. Like, if you need to transform, you're going to do what it takes to transform. Like, you guys have a very strong spiritual integrity. That's the perfect way really to describe Capricorn in the 12th house, is spiritual integrity. So this is why Aquariuses are very fixed. They do have very fixed ways of being, but it's because this has been built. This has been programmed in them. They have developed this. And they have worked very hard to stand as the person they are. They have really taken time to build their integrity and their spiritual strength. Like, you guys build it. You build your own spiritual integrity, and this is why you stand by it by any means. So really, overall, Aquarius rising, reason I say you're like the astronaut is because you always have this, your path is always kind of like, you are the one amongst many. Like, being an Aquarius rising is like, you're so well aware of the collective. You're very aware of that, of other people. You're very aware of the world and how other people view things. Like, you're very much so a social creature. Even if you're introverted, even if you have a bunch of 12 house planets, you guys are still very aware of the public, of the collective. So you guys know that you're not the only one. You know that you are not special, like, in a way. Aquarius rising knows that they are not more special than other people. They may be the only person. They know that they're unique, but that doesn't mean that they're more special or more important. And this nature to you all, it makes you like that astronaut. It makes you the one that will go to the moon first, because you don't necessarily, like, it also with the 7th house in Leo, you will appreciate how other people are. You will appreciate other people's character and other people's hearts, but at the end of the day, you know it's not you. You know that you stand alone. You know that you come in this world alone, and you will leave this world alone, and you know that nobody can be you, and that you are the only one of you. So even though you are one amongst many, you are still one of one. And this is what makes you all like the astronaut. This is what makes you all in your own space. You're very much so in your own space. And the thing is within your own space, you feel like you're limitless. You can go anywhere. But it's because you're in your own space. And you're almost like, you're uniquely isolated. You're uniquely isolated. And it's interesting because it's like, you have a lot of hands-on experiences. With the 4th house being Taurus, you guys have very, like, you have the soul of a king, the soul of a queen. If you see for Taurus rising, I said king and queens. So you guys have this royalty soul. You have this royal soul in you. And this is why you attract people who shine, because you have this amazing you know how to honor your self-worth. You know how to honor yourself, and this is why you can be yourself. So I think one of the biggest things for Aquarius rising is that not to try to be like everyone else, and to be brave enough to really be you. Like, you're here to be you. You're here to be yourself. And I think that sometimes Aquarius rising, they're so aware of how other people are that they feel like, what could possibly make me different? Trust me, a lot makes you different. A lot makes you different. And you're really not here to fit in. You are here to stand out. And the thing is that you're the one who will take people to the moon. You're the one who will lead the revolutions. You're the one who will support the right people so that those people will shine and believe in themselves. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys are unique, and you're here to be unique. And don't ever, ever feel like you need to dim or fit in, or you need to conform in any way, because that's not at all what you're here to do. You guys are definitely here to leave a unique legacy behind you and a unique trace. And through you standing in your truth, and for you to be brave enough to be that black sheep, or to be that revolutionary, weird, strange person, you really change a lot. You change things for everybody around you. Because you teach people that they can be themselves, and that is ultimately what you guys are here to do. So it's very important that you work with your self-esteem, with your Taurus 4th house. It's very important that you know your worth, because the more that you focus on that and you know your worth, the more you are really going to impact and make a difference, and just by being who you are. So that is what I have for Aquarius rising, and I want to say thank you all for being here and listening. And if you like this video, definitely thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe. Like I said, my name is Olivia, and this is my channel, OJC Astrology. And now we're going to go on to Pisces rising.